You know, one of the really interesting things that they did with the Crisis on Infinite Earths CW show crossover event, which I'll be honest with you was the first time I didn't like the CW universe crossover. I look forward to that crossover event every year, and I just didn't like this one. Had some good things, but overall I didn't like it. But one of the things that got a lot of people excited, and I really enjoyed it too, was seeing Brandon Routh come back again as Superman. Of course, he plays Adam in the CW DC universe, but in another universe somewhere, he once played Superman. Anyway, we of course have this Flashpoint movie coming. And I started getting a bunch of messages from people saying, did you hear Brandon Routh said he's going to be in Flashpoint? Brandon Routh said he's going to be in Flashpoint. Did you hear? And I started reading around, and yeah, I'm seeing tweets and people saying, Brandon Routh is going to be in Flashpoint. That's not actually true, but it could be. Here's where all this is coming from. Brandon Routh was doing an interview recently, and they asked him about, hey, could you pop up as Superman in this Flashpoint movie? I mean, you got Michael Keaton coming back as Batman. You got Ben Affleck coming back as Batman. I mean, could you reemerging as Superman again happen? Here's specifically what he said. He said this. I mean, that's always a possibility, said Routh in an interview with the Geek House show. And of course, since they're bringing back Michael Keaton, which I'm excited about, and some other people from past DC projects, I think it's very exciting. Now, he goes on to say, it worked well with Crisis on Infinite Earths. That was the CW crossover event. And I was extremely proud and honored to be a part of it and to reprise Superman. So it's absolutely a possibility. I mean, you can do anything with Superman. You know, everybody lives and dies all the time in the comics. So that's what he said. So just to be clear, Brandon Routh did indeed not say that he was coming back as Superman. Let's just be clear about that. He didn't say that. He just said, that's a possibility. So really, has anything changed? No. With Michael Keaton coming back as Batman, hell, with Ben Affleck coming back as Batman, with Jamie Foxx, we live in a world where Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro. We know anything's a possibility. Of course we know that. Brandon Routh coming back, I don't expect that we will see him though. I do not expect that we'll see Brandon Routh as Superman in Flashpoint. We may see him again as Superman at some point in CW or whatever, but I don't think we'll see him again in Flashpoint. Aaron, I know as an actress, you live in a world of what could be possible tomorrow. I might be in this show. I might be in this movie. But like, so
next year I might be a millionaire. Next year I might be living in poverty. You just don't know. And that's the joy of being an actor.
So when you hear, like you speak actorese, so when you hear a Brandon Routh saying, hey, it's a possibility, do you take that as, hey, that really could happen, or do you just take that as more verbiage? How did you interpret that?
No, you know, first of all, Brandon Routh just sounds like such a nice guy. And you and I were talking about this off camera.
We've both met him. Yeah.
We have both met him, and he's just a really nice guy. And so I love, even in his interviews, he comes off as just a really nice guy. He's like, really looking forward to Michael Keaton. There's nothing about him that makes you go, yeah, I want to punch that guy in the face. Whereas, like, there's a lot of people you just kind of want to punch in the face. Brandon Routh doesn't seem like that kind of guy. This definitely comes off as a, hey, I'm open to the possibility. I invite that beautiful opportunity to come in if it makes sense for the story. But I'm also...
Flashpoint needs block.
I agree. Bring back right. Block. Yes, exactly.
People forget Erin's in the DC universe. She is Block.
I am. Well, my favorite thing was I did the episode of Block. My character didn't die, and of course, you know, there were like 3 people out there that were hashtagging Bring Back Block. Which, hey, I see you guys. I love you. I appreciate that. And people, they were like, hey man, she never died. And so eventually, in one of the episodes, they were like, oh, whatever happened to Block? Yeah, she's dead. Anyway, moving on. The writers were like, can we get Erin Cummings to stop asking us to write her back into the show? She's gone. So anyway, no, back to Brandon Routh. This does sound like him saying, hey, I'm open to it. There's been no conversations about it, but if they wanted to put me in it, I would certainly be happy to put the cape back on. And you know what? Good
so he's
for
really
him.
just putting that out into the universe.
Yeah,
really.
I think he's putting it out into the universe. And hey, man, I mean, we have seen the impossible become possible from the power of suggestion. And so I say good for him. Good for him. And hey, you never know, because he put it out there. I know that they have not started filming on it yet. I have a good friend who is working on the production and actually literally just left on Halloween to move to London to work on it for a year. So, they haven't started filming yet. Anything is possible.
So, guys, the question is for you. What did you make of Brandon Routh? Did you also see those things? Brandon Routh said he's going to be in Flashpoint. He actually didn't. But do you think that could actually happen? I mean, obviously it could, but do you think it will happen? Jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. All right, guys.